because we were not prepared. This year, we are wanting to be more prepared, having these opportunities. So as you as council members, it would be a benefit to us to have council members who can go out there, talk about the opportunities that we have in the city, as well as providing general information about what the community is like, what Westminster is like, maybe some technical information as well, but just really representing Westminster in a very positive light, and a very positive professional light. That's just really important. So when you look at other cities that have their council members out, they're doing just that as well. But they're also attending some of the seminars that are held during the the convention, because there are some sessions in which you have educational opportunities to learn about things like placemaking or what the market trend looks like. And that's information that you can bring back, and we all work as a team to basically target everything we can. So it's actually a lot of work and a lot of walking, or a lot of standing and a lot of talking, but certainly all for the benefit of the community and economic development.
Thank you. Well, I know that everybody wants to go, and I know that it's just not possible. And while I know that it takes, I won't go into the experience that it takes, or the skill set, or the know-how, etc. I won't go into that. But I think that we can always take turns. And this is actually my 8th year, but this is going to be my first time. So I think that if we get our feet wet, and unfortunate over the last 7 years, I think you said that we stopped going to ICSC for a while, at least 4 years.
We have not gone to ICSC. I've been here 8 years, and I don't remember us going to ICSC. So it definitely had to have happened before then. But I can guarantee that we've had a lot of missed opportunities by not attending.
Yes.
And not being there.
And that's the reason why I think that and the booth itself is small. And so I want to make sure we don't trip and fall over each other, and also to be comfortable and be professional, work hard, be ready to work. I'm not doubting that anybody who goes there is going to work hard or not work hard, but I'm saying that we should take turns. So this being my 8th year, possibly my last year, and I think Councilmember Alonso the same, right? This is your election year, re-election year. Yes. It's like we don't know.
Yes, I've been serving on the planning commission for 8 years.
Right, and so I'm saying that we can all take turns, so that it's not such a financial burden on our city, and that's my take on that.
Okay, I do agree with Vice Mayor Ho and Councilman Menso that we need to take turns. I think that with the budget that we set for this year, we already, I believe that we are already going to negative, right? So where are we right now?
Oh, we were talking about council travel.
Council travel and everything.
So
is it account for that too?
Yeah. So our finance director maybe can pull that information. She's pulling it right now. But so generally, every year the council gets a $10,000 budget for all of your travel expenses, conferences, etc. In the past, that $10,000 amount has worked because there was not very much interest in the past for going to events. Yes, this year that there is a lot of interest in being very active, and so that account is not green. This economic development venture with ICSC would actually come out from our economic development funds, and the economic development funds are reserved for these types of ventures and projects.
The council training budget is looking to go over about $14,000 for the year. over our budget. Like city manager said, we have 10,000 allocated, and we're looking to spend 24,000 right now.
All right, let me continue with my thoughts. I would love to have every one of us to go, but you know, I don't think that there is necessary to have all 5 of us go at the same time. And last time I know that the desire from the 2 council, especially this is the election year, I don't want to say anything, but you know, this is their year to, I think that with the experience that, with the time that they serve, I think that they deserve. That's why I'm willing to fund it myself to go to that. Although I learned that from staff today that it will be a liability for the city, and I can't be involved in that. So you know, of course, as a mayor, I want to have the opportunity to go. So I don't want to be you know, the liability for the city. So with that, I do agree with Councilmember Menzo, so I will second you on that.
I just want to make another comment.
Yes, please.
I agree with you, what you said, and Vice Mayor Ho, she said that as well. You know, we have here as a council members, we should, you know, first of all, be professional, and there always is, this is going to happen next year, and the ones who didn't go this year can definitely go to the next year. And it's not about getting angry and none of that. It's about being professional, being understanding of what the situation is. So we have a goal, and this is not district based. We are there to represent the whole city. I myself, people who know me, they know that I'm not out there just representing District Number 2. This is my city, and I represent everybody. District 2 voted for me, but people, they know I help anybody and everybody. So we're there as a team to to represent our city and promote our city and bring, you know, commerce to our city, not just for each and our district. So yeah, let's just be professional and root for one another's success. You know, we should be rooting for each other to succeed as a team. Because our success is your success, and that's what we should, the mindset that we should have.
Yeah, I want to add it to that. Just remember what says that you still have 2.5 years to go. I mean, next year is not you still, you know, to go to this. So if you can, you know, you're for the 2 senior member of the council, I would appreciate that. So, you know, I'm sure that next year, Councilmember Menzo and Vice Mayor Ho, they're not going to fight with you to go through this, and they will probably, you know, recommend you to go on their behalf. So anyway, we have a motion and second. Is there a second?
We don't have a motion at this point.
Yeah,
I thought we
It wasn't read as a motion,
Okay.
it was just.
My motion is to have Vice Mayor Ho, Mayor Nguyen, and myself attend a CSC and be paid through the city's funding, I guess.
Okay, is there a second to that? I second it. Councilmember Nguyen.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Mayor. Okay, well, I just don't expect that we going to deal with this again. Last time I was so sick that I cannot stay until the end. So I'm sorry that I didn't make any decision on this. But since staff brought this one up, this afternoon when I had a meeting with staff, and I feel so, I told Christine that I very appreciate that, because you know what, I voluntarily stay home. I just don't compete with anybody, any council members about going to Las Vegas. Okay, but to be fair, I thought that the city should fund for every members, every council members to go to Las Vegas. As I said, I will stay home, but I would like, council member from West to attend Las Vegas with the rest of the council and the mayor. So I'm going to make such a motion. My substitute motion is to approve for the mayor, vice mayor, and council member, Carlos Manzo, and council member Amy Pham West to go to Las Vegas. That's my substitute motion.
Is there a second to that?
I can second it.
Okay, we have a substitute motion, and go ahead and repeat the substitute motion and call for the vote for substitute motion.
Thank you, Mayor. I have a substitute motion made by Councilmember Wing, seconded by Councilwoman Pham West. That's to approve Mayor Wing, Vice Mayor Ho, Councilmember Monzo, and Councilwoman Pham West to attend the 2024 ICSC Las Vegas Conference in Las Vegas, Nevada from May 19th to May 21st, 2024. I'll go to call roll. Councilwoman Pham West.
Yes.
Councilmember Monzo.
No.
Councilmember Wing.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Ho.
No.
And Mayor Wing.
No.
2-3 motion carried.
No.
We'll go back to our original motion, please.
No.
The original motion on the floor was made by Councilmember Monzo, seconded by Mayor Wing. That is to approve Mayor Wing, Vice Mayor Ho, and Councilmember Monzo to travel to Las Vegas, Nevada for the 2024 ICSC Las Vegas Conference from May 19th to May 21st, 2024. I'll go to call roll. Councilmember Pham West.
I'll be a good sport and I'll say yes.
Councilmember Monzo.
Yes.
Councilmember Wing.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Ho.
Yes.
And Mayor Wing.
Yes.
Motion carried 5-0.
Right, next item is 7.1, parking restriction on the east side of Brookhurst Street, South Post Avenue. May I ask for stop and flow, please?
Sure. Thank you, Mayor, members of the council, ladies and gentlemen. I'll make this one very, very brief. On my report real quick. So the subject item is parking restrictions on the east side of Brookhurst Street, South Post Avenue. Was recommended for approval by the Traffic Commission as TC 73-118. The area that we're discussing is on the northbound direction of Brookhurst in front of the new Bolsa Road development. There's a segment of the roadway there, segment of the curb, excuse me, that is not designated with any parking restrictions. And many, many years ago, before my time, there were modifications to Brookhurst Street to introduce a third lane. Right, so we have 6 lanes total. And at the time, parking restrictions should have been implemented to make it an official parking restriction per the city code. And for some reason it wasn't. Because it is a busy thoroughfare, people don't park there. But if they were and they get cited, they could technically contest the site. So what this item does is it actually corrects that condition and introduces official, quote unquote, parking restrictions or red curb through that segment. And that is for the total distance, 295 feet of parking restrictions. And that is the recommendation that staff presents tonight.
Mayor, I move to approve.
Yes. Well,
Okay.
second.
All right, I have a question for staff.
Yes, sir.
By bringing this item up for approval, have you got a chance to communicate to the developers or the Bolsa Road, because I think this is affect the Bolsa Road in a way. And what did they say? Did you have a chance to talk to them?
So yes, the Traffic Commission meets the last Tuesday of the month, and part of the procedure is to notify businesses and residents within the surrounding area of anything that's going to be considered that night. And a Bolsa Road representative was made himself present at the Traffic Commission meeting and did not voice any concerns. Again, even if the project weren't there, the roadway needs the parking restrictions. It does not affect their project because effectively you can't park there. It would be very dangerous if anybody tried parking in that through lane because it's a through right turn lane.
Okay, I understand that at the planning commissioner meeting, there's only 3 and 3 voted yes. I don't know what the other 2, how they were. Of course they were not there, they didn't have to say on it, but you know that if they raise any concern about anything at all.
They did not voice their concern ahead of the meeting, and 2 of them were absent on that night.
All right, next, I believe that there's a motion and second on the floor. Is there any question from the council? Yes, Councilmember Nguyen.
Yes, I have a question. So so this is one of the case, and I was wondering if there are other cases that the similar to this. Have you do any research, or how do you know about this?
So that's a very good question. I've spent the last part of 20 years fixing things that we find throughout the city. So a lot of the times this comes about when we're doing development review. Other times when our public works officials are out and refreshing the curb markings, they'll bring certain things to our attention. I would say that over the last 20 years, early in my career here, there was a lot of fixes. We were fixing a lot more things. I would say it's probably been about a year or 2 since we brought a correction to the council. We are looking at ways, funding permitting, we're looking for grant opportunities to actually transition all of our markings and all of our signage citywide into a state-of-the-art database system, going back to technology enhancements, so that we actually would be able to verify every marking, every fire hydrant, every stop sign, every yield sign, and it would be annotated and contained within a database. Until we get funding to do a systematic, from one end of the city to the other, all we can really do is fix things as we discover them.
Okay, with that, I believe that the staff have done a diligent job on this, working with the residents and all the business. And
May I ask one more question?
sure, please.
Okay, so beside this case, what is the next case that we have?
We don't know. If we become aware of a condition that is not legitimate, meaning it hasn't been brought to the council and is not recorded by resolution, then we'll correct it in the same manner. But at this time, it's our understanding that we're okay, right? Because we can't do a systematic search of every condition in the city.
So it depends on. So how do you know?
We don't. I guess the answer is we don't know what else is out there until we discover it. And when we obtain grant funding to be able to do a systematic, one edge of the city to the other, every street, map every sign, map every red marking, until we're able to do that collectively, we don't really know what else is out there.
Can you do a research on hazard between Brookers and Ward, please?
Hazard between Brookers and Ward.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Okay, if there is no question on this, then comments on this, then I believe that we have a motion and second on the floor. Roll call vote, please.
I have a motion made by Vice Mayor Ho and a second made by Councilmember Monzo. This is to adopt resolution number 5249, entitled A Resolution of the City Council of the City of Westminster, California, providing no parking or stopping at a certain location on the east side on Burkhurst Street, south of Bolsa Avenue. I'll go ahead and call roll. Councilwoman Van West.
Yes.
Councilmember Monzo.
Yes.
Councilmember Wynn.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Ho.
Yes.
And Mayor Nguyen.
Yes.
5-0, motion carried.
Thank you very much. Now it's come to fun part, right? Oral communication and non-agenda items. So before I ask the city clerk to go over the, just for the record, the instruction, I would like to remind you that we have the rules of decorum policy from the city of Westminster that, a while ago, and let me go ahead and mention it a little bit. I hope that we follow the rules of decorum that the policy put out. I just want to ask you to please help me to do my job by follow the rules of decorum, treat everyone courteously, and listen to city officials, city staff, and other members of public respectively. Exercise your self-control and avoid any threat of violence or loud, insulting, demeaning, or offensive communication. Be open-minded and consider all viewpoints. Focus on the issues and avoid personalizing debate. Allow all members of the public to speak without intimidation or interruption. Of course, there are more than that. If you want to know, then you can always ask the staff. I believe that there's a copy posted outside public chambers. So if you need more information, you can ask staff for that. But at this time, I would like to ask our city.
Mr. Mayor?
Hold on. At this time, I'd like to ask the city clerk to go ahead and read the instruction into record, please.
This is the time of the meeting that members of the public may address the city council regarding any non-agenda items that are within the subject matter jurisdiction. Unless otherwise extended by majority vote of the city council, comments shall be limited to 3 minutes per speaker. Any person wishing to address the city council in person should complete a yellow speaker slip that is provided at the entrance to the council chambers and submit the card to the city clerk. When your name is called, please step to the podium at that time and state your name and city of residence for the record.
Thank you. I would like to recognize Councilmember West.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I think 10 o'clock is when we have to vote to extend times. I think the public comment may exceed 10 o'clock.
Let's wait until then. We still have 15 minutes to go. So we'll go ahead and call the first.
Our first speaker is
Appreciate for your reminder.
Absolutely.
Our first speaker is Terry Weems.
Goodbye, Amy. So much to say, so little time. Amy and Antoine, how dare you leave the dais for public comments? It is literally your job to listen to us. I had a great time at the successful fundraiser to re-elect Councilman Manzo, District 2, in November. Charlie, Amy, and Antoine, you continue to blatantly disrespect this great country of ours, our beloved flag, and our brave American veterans. Residents were outraged to see you raise the flag of the former Republic of Vietnam before raising the flag of the United States at your event on Sunday, a blatant violation of the United States Flag Code, Section 7F. There sure was a lot of political pomp and circumstance over raising a defunct flag of a non-existent country on private property on American soil, as if you were raising a flag during war to signify victory and occupation. But there was no victory, and this is still America. Vietnamese people in America and Vietnam commented on social media calling this a pathetic denial of truth. Many were embarrassed and insulted. The war ended 49 years ago and the country was lost. Dressing up an armed military guard and hoisting a defunct flag on American soil is not going to change that fact. What it will do is prevent our beloved Vietnamese community from ever healing and living here as proud Americans. You three promoted this event heavily on Vietnamese media, but not Friday's American Vietnam Veterans Day. You even refused to share the city's official flyer on social media. Amy finally posted about it once, but used fly over a molested city logo and a true Amy form, provided the wrong address.